y'all, I am really looking forward to this video. I'm telling you, I am so excited to eat this stuff today that I'm fixing. We're making iron skillet cornbread, but I want to show y'all first what's going down with the cornbread. Now these peppers here, those are for my yellow rice. Hang tight. Okay, check out these beans, y'all. Check out my beans. These beans have been cooking for more than 24 hours. Let's trade spots here. I want to show you something. I got a big old, where's my hand bone? Oh, there's my hand bone right there. And where they've been cooking for so long, you know, all the meat has just fallen off of the bone. And I figure y'all might be interested in this. If you're interested in making cornbread, now what do you eat cornbread with? Brown beans. So I just better than bouillon ham base, and I used this in my brown beans for the first time, and it really enhanced the flavor. I loved it. Of course, it's not the only thing. I put other stuff in there as well, my typical stuff that I always put in there. But I ain't gonna get into all that. Not about brown beans today. It's about cornbread. But I'm telling you, I am gonna taste this for y'all because I know you want me to. That is so good. It has so much flavor. And where they've been cooking for so long, literally 24 plus hours, I've been cooking these beans. They are so good. Okay, enough of that. Rice real quick. I got my peppers and my onions here for my rice. Pulled these out of the freezer. That's why they're frosty. But I got to do that first because when I eat this, I want my cornbread to be piping hot. You know, I don't want it to be sitting. So I'll be back with y'all like that. Whenever I make my cornbread, I will have the recipe in the description, by the way. But I want to tell you, whenever I make my cornbread, I use cornmeal. I don't like the cornmeal mix. My mom never liked it. I don't like it. And this is what I'm used to eating. And then I use self-rising flour. But I'll get into that later. I am going to put a little bit of bacon grease in my pan. Don't want to make things too complicated here, but with my rice, I am going to use bacon grease to saute my onions. So it kind of works together, you know. There's different ways to making cornbread. It's just however you like it or whatever you're feeling like, because whether you use bacon grease in your batter or if you use oil in your batter, when you use oil, it's more like a soft, cakey-fied cornbread, which I love that as well. And my kids love it also, like a sweet, cakey cornbread. Or if you use just butter in your cornbread as your oil, all that stuff makes a difference. So the basic premise here is that we're doing it in an iron skillet. My oven is preheating at 425, so I'm gonna put this in the oven until this bacon grease melts. Gotta put my onions in my iron skillet over here for my rice. I love Hudson cream, self-rising flour. I love it for my biscuits. But I don't have enough in here for my cornbread, so I'm just going to add a little bit of my white lily to it. Actually, heck, that's going to be enough. Measurements don't have to be perfect. I use buttermilk in my cornbread, so anytime you're using buttermilk, you gotta have some baking soda and sugar. I like my cornbread sweet. Not like sickening sweet, but I do like sweet cornbread. So I'm gonna put some sugar in here. And depending on how sweet you like it, this is a tablespoon, by the way. Heck, you can put however much or however little or sugar you want in there. I think I just lost count. I think that's 6 tablespoons. And why I like using self-rising cornbread or self-rising flour is because you don't have to worry about baking powder. You don't have to worry about salt. It just makes it so much easier. I mean, you can whip you up a pan of cornbread in no time. Usually have to shake my buttermilk because it tends to separate. And if you're using buttermilk also, sometimes you'll have to use a little bit more buttermilk as opposed to if you were just using regular whole milk, because buttermilk is just so much thicker. Now, I'm going to start out with a cup and a fourth. My measurements are slightly off for this one just because I put a little bit of extra flour and stuff in there. But I have the exact measurements for y'all. See, it's still kind of thick, so I'm going to add some more buttermilk to that. The cornbread is typically a thicker batter. Yeah, it's a little better. You can see that. Because I still have to put my eggs in there, which will thin it out some. And I also will have to put my bacon grease in there. For the total amount of oil that I will be using, I'm going to add a little bit of just cooking oil to this instead of just bacon grease, because I like the moistness that the cooking oil gives the cornbread. And there's really no right or wrong. That's nice and sweet. Bacon grease isn't ready yet. There's no right or wrong way, really, to make cornbread, because you can just personalize it so much to, I could put these peppers in there if I wanted to, but I don't want to. All right, there goes my vegetable oil. And see the consistency of that right now. It's thick, but it's not thin. So, you know, cornbread is very forgiving. So, you know, I might make it another time and my batter might be thicker than this, but it'll still turn out. I believe my grease is probably hot enough to pull it out of the oven. I believe that's hot. I see the smoke coming off of it, so I'm just going to pour, see about how much is in there. I'm going to pour the excess in my bowl here, stir it up. That's probably about 1.5 tablespoons. I think my pan could have been a little bit hotter, but that's okay. I wish y'all could see that, but one of the reasons why you pour it in this hot pan is your sides will start to cook and it makes it crispy around the edges if you like your cornbread that way. Okay, so while that's in the oven, I'm going to finish cooking my rice, and we will be eating here in about 20 minutes. Hey guys, I'm right here. I wanted to make sure that y'all had an awesome view when I pull this cornbread out of the oven. So hopefully this will be an awesome view. Can't make any promises though, because I want you to see when I put the butter on it and how it melts. Just wait. So good. Can y'all hear the birds outside singing? I opened up the window. It's a beautiful fall day. 3, 2, 1. Look at that beautiful cornbread. Oh my gosh. Okay, top of that. Let me just get a big old dollop there. So y'all can, oh, daggone, Becky, don't burn yourself. Look at that. Listen to that sizzle. Look how it's going down in the cracks like that. Get down in the cracks. All the crooks and crannies. Yeah. Let's put a little bit more on there. Yes. Got it. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Look at that. If that is not tantalizing, I do not know what is. Agree? Okay. My mouth is watering. I mean, it is watering. Now, is I'm going to take y'all over with me to the stove so I can get my rice and beans. Good. I'm not going to try to fish anything out of these beans right now. I'll just do that later. I'll just scoop around it. There is my rice. My yellow rice with lots of peppers. Look at that. All right. It is time for the taste test, and I could not be more looking forward to this one because I am hungry and I have a feeling this is going to be pretty daggone amazing. So let's get situated. Look at those beans. Oh, look at that ham hanging down. Look at that. I think that might be a perfect bite, so I better go ahead and take it. My eyes are about to roll back in my head. Okay, let me have some of my cornbread. It is so fluffy. Y'all heard that crunch? That's the crunchy outer part. Wow. This is a meal and a half. You talk about hitting the spot. I had to get a sip of water, cool myself down. This is so good. I mean, it's so tasty, flavorful, hearty. It is delicious. This is probably one of the best meals that I've had, that I've fixed myself in a while. And I'll fix some stuff, but this is just, oh, just something about this. It just is real. Of course, I am hungry too, so. It is just so good. So good, y'all. Would you like a big old piece of ham with that? Look at that. Look at that. Mouth. Sop it in that broth. Sop a little bit in that broth. Plop it in the mouth. Well, I'm going to have to get off here so I can go. Woo! I'm getting hot and bothered. Okay. Guys, I got to go. But thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. I can't wait. I can't wait to be back with y'all again. Appreciate y'all so much. Bye-bye.